Now, of all my German helmets, I have about 20 unmolested, unaltered World War II German helmets, not repainted, not refurbished, not rebuilt with replica parts. This relic remains probably the favourite in the collection. It's a battlefield relic. It was purchased from the guy who found it while he was digging a swimming pool in the garden of a house in the Halbe region of Germany in the mid-2000s. It's a relic of the Battle of Halbe, which took place between the 24th of April and the 1st of May 1945. The battle was a last-ditch attempt by the German military and civilians to hold off the Russians to stop them getting to Berlin. It was also an attempt by the Germans to escape to the west to surrender to the Allies rather than the Soviets. Either way, it was a Soviet victory. The Battle of Halbe was a last-ditch attempt by German military and civilians to enforce a defensive pocket in order to prevent the Russians from reaching Berlin. The German 9th Army, encircled in a large pocket in the Spree Forest southeast of Berlin, attempted to break out towards the village of Halbe and the pine forest south of Berlin to link up with German 12th Army with the intention to move west and surrender to the Allies. It would mean fighting through 3 lines of Soviet troops. After heavy fighting, of the total number of Germans in the area, only 30,000 German soldiers reached 12th Army front lines. The rest were either killed or captured by the Soviets. The strength at the time of the battle, the Germans had 80,000 people, 79 tanks, 150 armoured vehicles of various descriptions. The Russians had 280,000 troops. The casualties, the Germans had 30,000 killed, 25,000 escaped, and 10,000 civilians killed. The Russians lost 20,000 killed or missing. To this day, the place is still littered with the remnants of the battle, of which this helmet was one. From this side, it just looks like your typical battlefield relic scabby thing. Why it's a favourite is, if I turn it around, on this side, it's had a glancing shot by a bullet. I mean, the bullet hasn't gone in that way through the side. It's actually hit it this way on. Kind of this way on from the back. So it hasn't gone in that way. It's being gone in that way. Now the person was either running away when he was wearing it, or he could have been military, could have been a civilian person who was wearing it. On the side, we've got very faint visible remains of a Luftwaffe decal to the side. Doesn't mean it was worn by somebody in the Luftwaffe, because at this time everybody was given a German helmet and told go and fight the Russians. So the bullet's gone in there at a sideways glance, and it's come out there. Now the fact that the helmet strap is still fastened but snapped indicates it might have been on someone's head at the time it was struck by the bullet. Inside, it even graphically more illustrates the possible death of the person. So if you have a look inside of it, okay, so the bullet has gone sideways through there, and that's where it's come through right there. What I'll do is I'll dismount the camera so we can get a better look. Just bear with me a minute. Okay, dispense with the stand. So the bullet has come through the helmet there from the back. It's picked up alloy from the helmet band, and the force of the bullet and the gas from the bullet has left a bit of the helmet band in the leather liner right there, and the rest of the bullet has passed through the outer shell and took quite a bit of the liner and the liner band with it. So the helmet, like I said, the chin strap is snapped, but it's still fastened. So it's quite possible that was on someone's head at the time. So that's a Battle of Halbe relic. One of the final battles that the Germans did to kind of keep the Russians away from entering Berlin. And they failed. It's still really, really solid. Like I say, the guy was digging the foundations for a swimming pool when he found the helmet in the mid-2000s. Yeah, so either way, it's got a nice visible remains of a Luftwaffe eagle to the side of it. Now you can see that's the back wing going up there. This is the body. That's the other wing going up there. And it's got zinc rivets on it, which are remarkably in good condition. The helmet's never been apart, never been restored, never been rebuilt. But that kind of indicates when that bullet struck that Russian 7.62, that's roughly where it came out at. And like I say, it was probably being worn at the time. So yeah, German steel helmet, a relic of the Battle of Halbe, or the Battle of Halbe Forest as they call it. Part of the battle for Berlin. Bye for now.